I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it.
Hey,
Giada, I'm coming for you. Hey there, I'm John.
And I'm Katie, and welcome to Pizza with Plants. So, John, what are we making tonight?
We are making meatballs, and not just any meatballs. So we here in the house on this side of the video frame are big fans of Giada De Laurentiis.
I like her too.
No, I
don't like her quite the way you do, but I do like her. So.
I met her once. She's like this tall. She's tiny, tiny, tiny. She was at a book signing. So anyway, she was on, I can't remember what the video was.
It was when she was like touring Italy.
With Bobby Flay.
With Bobby Flay.
Yeah, with Bobby Flay.
Her mom and...
It should have been me. I mean, Bobby, you know.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so they were in Rome, and they make these mortadella meatballs with pistachios. And
true to form, we can make that plant-based.
And so I was like, I'm going to try to figure something out.
So no recipe. We're just going to see how this goes.
Yeah, I mean, I came up with something, but we're using Impossible ground beef and the Impossible spicy sausage. So it's not whole food plant-based, but you know what? For this, that's what we needed to use.
Yeah. So then we can, if this works, then we can experiment with lentils or mushrooms or other whole food ingredients.
Right. But every once in a while, it's okay. It's okay to have tater tots every once in a while.
More than every once in a while.
Yeah, that's actually, I rephrase. Tater tots all the time.
Yeah, we need tater tots this weekend.
Yeah, we probably do. Anyway, so these are going to be super yummy pistachio sauce, super savory. Giada, I am coming for you, sister. Let's make meatballs. She's going to file a restraining order. All right, keep watching. When we still did eat meat, I always loved meatballs. So when I saw this video that we were sharing earlier with Giada in Rome and watched this recipe, I knew I had to figure out a way to try to recreate it in some manner. So we're starting out with our meats to get those mixed in, and we're using Impossible Burger and then also an Impossible sausage or spicy version. I would absolutely recommend gloves because this is incredibly messy. After that's mixed up, we're going to add in the quintessential holy trinity of onion, celery, and carrot that have been finely minced up. I used a shallot because I had a shallot laying around. Didn't feel like going to the store to buy an onion. So just use what you have. Followed up by the Italian breadcrumbs. Mix all that up. And you could dump it all in there at the same time if you wanted to, but I wanted to kind of do it in stages. So after that's well mixed, finally we're going to add in our ground pistachios that I've just ran through our food processor along with the vegan Parmesan. I think we're using the Follow Your Heart, and then our spices, followed up by a Bob's Red Mill egg replacer just as a binder. So get all that mixed up so it's really well incorporated, and then I let it sit for just a minute to kind of come together, probably about 10 minutes, and then we started making the meatballs. Now that our mixture is ready to go, we're going to fill a baking sheet with some flour. We're going to fry these to cook them, and so I want to get them coated in some flour to give it a little bit of a crispy crust on it. So just going to start forming the meatballs. I liked using this little ice cream scooper just to give us some uniformity on the size. And then Katie's just rolling them in the flour and setting them aside. We're going to be doing two different sizes. One, we're going to be eating these the meatballs on their own, but we're also going to make a smaller meatball that we're going to be using on an upcoming pizza. It is time to cook these meatballs. So we've got a pan heating up over medium-high heat. I'm using canola oil to fry these up. You just want some sort of a stable high-temp oil to cook these in. I'm going to wait till it's about 350, and then we're going to drop them in there and let them cook till they're kind of golden brown on the side. Turn them over, let them cook on that side, and then we're just going to pull them out to drain. We did it's probably about 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes on each side seemed to be the right time, but they turned out well and look great. So with the meatballs done, we are ready to make our sauce. No big shocker, this is also a pistachio-based sauce. So we're going to start out with some butter, some vegan butter, and then also some olive oil on the pan. Get that melted down and warmed up. Then we're going to throw in some diced shallot and some garlic. Those two go so great together, by the way. And then after that is kind of cooked and become fragrant over about 2 to 3 minutes, we have some more ground pistachios we're going to throw in there, followed up by some white wine. We just used a Pinot Grigio for that. And we're just going to cook that so that it kind of incorporates in and the ground pistachios break down a little bit. You'll see it kind of gets nice and thick and velvety. And then we're just going to finish that off with a little bit of salt and pepper. With the sauce ready to go, we're just going to throw our meatballs back in there to kind of warm them up and get them coated in this wonderful sauce we've made. So the one thing that we learned, I probably should have dropped the temp a little bit on the sauce once it became incorporated. You can see the sauce kind of broke a little bit and the fat started to separate. I probably should have kept it on low as opposed to like the medium high had it on. But tasted wonderful, just kind of lost the consistency I was hoping for.
They look good.
We have meatballs
in pistachio sauce.
In a pistachio sauce that I made. I am done talking. I want to try this like now. Wow. What do you think?
Very flavorful.
There is so much going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I need one more bite and then we can talk. Nut sauce. Wow.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's buttery and probably not the healthiest thing, but every now and then.
No, I mean, we don't. I think that in the plant-based world, Impossible Foods, Beyond Meat, they have their place. And you know, it's no different than if you're not plant-based. You wouldn't want to eat at McDonald's every day.
Right.
You wouldn't want to eat this every day. But you know what? At the end of the day, if products like this help bring people over to become plant-based and make it easier for them.
Forward.
Yeah.
You don't have to be solely plant-based, but plant-forward.
Then that's a great thing. And so, yeah, to Katie's point, we don't eat this all the time, but I really wanted to try to replicate that recipe.
I would say it worked.
And I think that this, I mean,
the texture is like perfect.
Yeah.
And you can see the little vegetables in them and the pistachio. I mean, they're perfect.
Yeah, it's a great little, it's a great dish. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Giada, I'm coming for you. So, yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Yes, what she said.
Be kind.
Eat pizza.
With plants.
And meatballs.
You can have meatballs on pizza.
Yes, meatballs on pizza. Thanks for watching. See ya.